The theme today that I want to share is a basic underlying principle to a lot of ancient practices. You'll see this principle in Tai Chi, in Qi Gong, and in some types of yoga as well, and also in meditation. And the concept is called, in Korean, where I first learned it, Sang-ho Ha-shil, which means the upper empty and the lower full. So as you continue to warm up, you can reverse going backward. Upper empty, lower full. So you can think of it first in a physical sense. The upper half of your body and the lower half of your body have different functions and different needs in general. A lot of the strategy behind Bo Yoga is to help you achieve the state of Sang-ho Ha-shil, upper empty, lower full, which means that your upper body is in a relaxed, open, fluid, light, wonderful feeling, spacious state. And the lower body is strong, stable, balanced, powerful, grounded, energized as well. Okay, and then take your hands and roll your neck up and down. It doesn't mean that your upper body isn't strong, and it doesn't mean that your lower body isn't relaxed. It just means that there's a quality of lightness and a quality of steadiness that are in the upper and the lower half. So as you roll your neck, you can turn your head and roll down your shoulders, your upper back. Sometimes the easiest way to experience or understand one of these principles is to notice the opposite, when it's not happening. So a lot of times the upper body tends to get very tense and tight and stiff and blocked. That's the opposite of what we want with your upper body. Now take your right hand forward, sack of potatoes, left hand back, palm down, and massage your shoulder. Take your front hand closer to dig in deeper. We also don't want the lower body to be weak and unstable. So if you think about modern lifestyle, which half of your body do you tend to hold more stress? The upper half of your body or the lower half? So if you're like most of us, the upper half tends to hold more stress. We hold tension in the neck, the shoulders, the chest, the nervous system, the gut, the anxiety in the core, lower back tension. Go ahead and press down and hold, and then tilt your head slowly away from that shoulder. Just applying gentle downward pressure on the top of your shoulders. You tilt your head. Smiling helps sometimes if this feels tight. You can also gently nod your head or turn your head left to right. Make little articulations, little circles, and feel the scalenes and the levator scapula, the muscle that lifts your shoulder blades, connecting to your neck. Gently articulate the neck. Breathing out. Now let the top hand slide to the front and let your wrist rest there. The back hand comes forward to open the underarm. Comfortable breathing. So if most of us tend to hold our tension and stress in the upper half of the body, if you look at the architecture and the structure of your body, which half is better, you could say, designed or evolved to handle stress, large loads, and pressure over a long period of time. The upper half or lower half. So you're all muted, but you're probably all saying, of course, the lower half is better designed to handle stress. Bigger muscles, large bones. We can hold a tremendous amount of stress on the lower half. The upper half really isn't equipped to handle stress. We have our sensory systems, our organ systems, delicate tissue, and more shallow joints. Go ahead and release. Other side. Left hand forward. Sack of potatoes. Palm down. And massage. Take your front hand closer to dig in deeper. So with modern lifestyle, we tend to sit a lot, and we're not as active as we used to be years ago, decades ago, centuries ago. We don't walk as much, we don't work in the fields as much. So the lower half is getting weak. The legs and core aren't very strong on most of us. The upper half, because we're sitting at computers and doing mental work, becomes overly stressed. This is the opposite. Upper full, lower empty. This is, as you have surely experienced, as I have, not a great feeling condition to be in. So our work, our strategy, the underlying strategy to a lot of the work we're doing, go ahead and slide your hand forward. Gently bring the bottom hand up and lever the underarm. Our strategy through all this is generally to release tension in the upper body, make it light and flowing, make your breathing open, release tension from your face, jaw, and neck, building strength in your lower half, core, your balance. When that happens, you will feel really, really good. Your mind will be clear, your breathing will be comfortable, your sleep will improve, your organs, digestion will improve, and your balance will improve, and your endurance and strength will improve. That's our strategy. Sorry, I forgot to press down the shoulder and tilt your head away from the other side. So press down on those tops of the traps and gently tilt your head, moving your neck, smiling if you like. Breathing out. Upper empty, lower full. Release the neck, face, and jaw, and shoulders. All right, come back up. Nicely done. So that's why we do a lot of work at the beginning of class to release upper body tension. And we do a lot of standing, we do a lot of leg poses to build lower body strength. So take your hands wide, feet wide. Let's do the vortex. Soft grip, hands are light. Rotate in a circle. So when you watch martial artists, especially the soft martial arts rather than the hard martial arts, soft martial arts are Tai Chi and Qi Gong. They're used for healing, for self-awareness, for enlightenment, spiritual development. Hard martial arts are for kicking ass. That's self-defense and fighting, and that's not what I'm interested in. So soft martial arts especially, you'll see the upper empty, lower full, the graceful movements and the stable and grounded energy. You'll see that balance when you watch it. Go the other way. Smooth and steady breathing. Nicely done. Shrug your shoulders out. So it'll take some time to release tension that's been building up maybe for years. So don't expect it to happen immediately. It's a slow and steady process of transforming and moving the energy. Empty upper and lower full. Take the bar down to your sacrum. Let's move your hips and waist. Another area, this is kind of the transition, right? This is the border between upper and lower, and this can get blocked. When this opens up, energy can start to flow much more smoothly. between these two halves. So place the bar in your sacrum, head is centered, feet wide, and gently rotate. You're going to feel the whole lower half, the outer inner hips, thighs, and hamstrings. If your feet are wider, you'll feel more in the legs. Take it slow, head centered as your hips rotate. Take your time. What you'll notice when you start to release the upper body, you'll start to feel lighter, freer, your breathing improves, your mind clears. And just like the opposites can help clarify, once you feel good in the upper body, light and refreshed, you'll notice the tension much more quickly. You'll notice immediately, my neck is tight. You'll catch it earlier rather than not noticing it because it's always like that. Go ahead and switch directions. So through our class, we want to bring you to that state over and over and over again until it starts to feel like this is the way it should be. This should be the new normal. This is how my body feels when it's balanced, and there's no reason you can't maintain that throughout the week. Nicely done. Back to center. And let's open the inner thighs, feet wide. Building that strength in the lower half, light in the upper half. Side to side. Check that your knees are tracking with your toes. And as you warm up your joints, you can lower gradually down. Slowing it down, slowing and holding. You can even lean the bar into one shoulder and you can hold on one side. And the other side. All right, rise up. Nicely done.